write, and I'm not 100% clear on my book yet, but I do know that over the past couple months, whenever I've kind of shut off my business brain, I've had just downloads of the most beautiful poems I've ever read. And so I think there's something there. I think these poems are for the driven or maybe for the neurodivergent brain, because often it's a lonely road. And I feel like as I've shared some of these poems, people who are entrepreneurs or drivens really connect. And I think that that's a unique space to be in. And again, kind of a lonely road. If I could call in a miracle this week, I think it is just to see my own greatness, because as silly as that sounds, oftentimes I'm building everyone else up. That's what I do for my job as a brand stylist. I'm always building up everyone else. And I have really great things spoken over me, and I don't always believe them right away or let them soak in. So the miracle I'm hoping is just to believe in my own greatness and just to walk with the confidence in myself that other people see in me.
Awesome. And how are you feeling about the prospect of writing your book in 4.5 days?
Sure. I know how this works with Kira, and I know that time does stand still, it collapses. And so I do feel confident that whatever I'm meant to accomplish here, I will get done. And I also know from writing books with her in the past that just the tools and learning how to drop in, it's something that will continue even after we leave the island. So I'm excited though for these 4.5 days of just intention and space. My name is Juliet Wright, and we just finished day 1 here on the island. And my biggest breakthrough was just the lightness that I feel. I feel like the poems I was writing today, they came very easy, very effortlessly. But the thing that was different than the poems I was writing a week or 2 or 3 weeks ago was I felt like what I was writing back home just had a lot of pain and a lot of hurt in them. And obviously that was still powerful for me to write. It helped me break through it. So that's kind of what I thought I would write here. But instead, the writing that I did here has just been just light and inspired by this beautiful place, and just has brought me back to just a pure place of joy and love and thankfulness. And I just feel already so much lighter just after one day. This is Juliet, and day 2 and 3 have kind of been a blur, but all good things. Day 2, one of my favorite parts was starting out with yoga and just stretching and just starting the day in fresh air, overlooking the ocean. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. I had little pockets to just write. I've been writing these really delicious poems and just had little pockets here and there. And that was just such a blessing. And just to be around these women. I mean, this group of women is just amazing, lifelong friends here for sure. And everyone is so unique, but also just so loving and giving. And honestly, couldn't ask for a better group. And then today, day 3, my favorite part was probably breathwork. The last 2 days, I've kind of had trouble with breathwork. I actually fell asleep during breathwork the last 2 days. And so I told myself that today I was going to stay awake. Not only did I stay awake, but I had just so much download visions. And one of my visions during breathwork was about faucets. And I was working so hard to turn on all faucets and turn off faucets just to get a couple drops of water and conserve water because we were going to run out. And God just told me that you're not in survival. You're now in a season of abundance. Just relax and let me make it rain. And then tonight, so then I told myself the next time it rains, I'm just going to go stand in it. And then tonight, just a little bit ago, I was walking out on the path and it started to rain. And I just feel like that was just confirmation of what was told to me during breath work. So today was just a great day of abundance and fun and just everything you could ask for. So such a good day. My name is Juliet, and today is the last night. And as sad as it is, I know it's just a see you later, because the miracle for me was just the relationships. I've been to Kira's events before, and I'm lifelong friends with some of those people. And so the beautiful thing is I know that as we're going to be sad saying goodbye tomorrow on the dock, I also know that the bonds that we've formed here are true and deep, and we've experienced something that not many have. And so I know it's just a see you later. And yeah, the group that was assembled here, like even if we handpicked, we could have made a better group. So many miracles this week, but the people are really what made it for me. This week just gave me so much time and peace and space to write. And the thing that surprised me the most about the poetry that I was writing was just the positive, uplifting topics that were coming out. I feel like when I was writing back home, while it was processing for me, it was a lot of kind of dark or just kind of complaining. And I really had none of that here. What I was writing was just pure love and joy. And I'm glad to have both, because I think there are the highs and the lows, and I don't want a poetry book that's all one or the other. But I'm grateful that now I have so many beautiful pieces to add in. This trip exceeded my expectations in so many ways. I've been a part of Kira's world for a while now and attend her masterminds and Mosaic, and have gone on a one-on-one adventure with her. I published 2 books with her last year. And so while I know some of these philosophies or some of these practices, it's still, I learned so much. And so there's always more to learn from her. There's always more to learn from the people that she brings in her world. So far exceeded anything I could have imagined. If you're on the fence about coming, I would really listen to yourself. This is a decision for you. So while the world can have all kinds of opinions and people can tell you yes or no or weigh in, I really would encourage you to make the final vote and to do what you feel is right. Because this is a lot of work here. It's emotional, it's highs, it's lows. This week it's been hot and sweaty and fun and hard and exhausting. And so the people back home that are trying to sway you, they're not here doing the work. And so you're going to be the one here. You're going to be the one laying it all out there. You're going to be the one bringing this message to the world. And so I would just encourage you that if it feels good to you, stand up for yourself, because it's worth it. 4.5 days might not seem like a lot of time, but it is collapsed when we're in this kind of environment. So I believe what could be written in 4.5 days here would take 4.5 years on the outside world. And so there's people that work in both ways. And some people writing in that length of time works for them. But if that's not you, if you feel like this just has to get out, if there's timeliness behind it, or just excitement behind it, I would encourage you to trust the process. When we say this can actually be done, it can. I've written now 3 books in about a week apiece, and people don't believe that it's possible. But to type my name in Amazon and see my books right there and seeing them being ordered every day, there's nothing better.